Hello, Peter.
Hello,
Hello.
teacher.
Okay, yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear and see me well?
Yes, I can.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So, okay, yes, let's start with our lesson for tonight, Peter. So, for our lesson tonight, we will continue with our speaking practice. So, last time we learned the topic about public places. So, we'll continue our topic about yeah, we'll continue our topic about the um public place, Peter. Okay. So this time, let me just send the topic in the chat. Okay, can you see the topic on the chat now, Peter?
Yeah, yes, I can see.
Okay, okay. So this time, Peter, I want you to make some notes first. You got a minute to prepare, and your one
Oh,
minute starts now.
teacher, can we start at tomorrow? Because today I have
Oh, wait, wait, wait. But which time did you choose, Peter? Because yeah, you haven't replied to my message. So which time did you choose from the list that I sent to you?
where I see we'll see again.
Mm-mm. By the way, are you available like sometime in the maybe like morning or afternoon, Peter?
Can we start at 2 p.m. tomorrow?
2 p.m. tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. 30 minutes, right?
Okay, okay.
Mm-mm. Okay, so yeah, let's start 2 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, I will make a note. Okay, yeah, sure.
And this topic you sent me at the chat, I ever studies and I practice this. I think it is the 3 times, so I can
Ah,
I can start now. I don't need to prepare 1 minute.
okay, okay. Well, that's good. Okay, nice. Okay, so yeah, let's hear your work then. So I'll just set a timer for your speaking time. So you got 1 to 2 minutes, Peter, to talk about your answer, and your timer starts now.
Okay. I would like to talk about a public place that I really enjoy visiting, which is the Hoàn Kiếm Lake in Hanoi cities. That's it. That is the beautiful landscape in my country. Is located right in the heart of the city and is considered one of the most popular attractions in the capital. Whenever people think about Hanoi's display usually comes to my first. People go there for many different reasons. Some people exercise, jogging, or ride bicycle around the lake, especially in the early morning. Others sit on benches, chatting with friends, or enjoy the fresh air during weekend. The walking street become very lively with music performance, traditional games, and street food. So it attract a lot of young people and tourists from the every way around the world. I usually go there once or twice a month, mostly on weekends or holidays when I have free times. I often go with my close friends but sometimes I also visit it with my families because everyone can enjoy this atmosphere there. But now I don't have time to come this because I need to live at home to prepare the IELTS exams. What I love most about this place is the peaceful feeling it give me. although the Hanoi is often noisy and crowded, Hoàn Kiếm Lake feel much calmer and more relaxing. I really enjoy walking around the lake at night because the light reflect on the water look beautiful. And in addition, I can take nice photos, try delicious snack, and spend quality time with friends and
Okay, yes, time is up,
hiking.
Peter. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so yeah, I believe what you have said earlier. So you practiced this one so many times. So I actually hear Peter, you did well. You did great actually for this one. So you have a very good response about this one because you were able to describe information in detail. And then the good thing here, Peter, is that the content of your answer were really good because I haven't noticed any let's say like pauses or too much fillers in between, so which is really good because that only meant that you're really you're very familiar with the topic, Peter, which is a good thing here. Okay, so just the thing is I think maybe you can just continue to practice and yeah, like maybe you can just try to continue to remember the information here, Peter, because again the content is already good, so there's nothing that you have to change about that one, Peter. Maybe you just have to remember it well so that in the next time that you're gonna answer, or if you ever come across this question, then you would have like a good or good response on that one. Are we clear?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so anyway, I think let's proceed this time to part 3. Okay, so for part 3, I actually have here two subtopics, Peter, for us to discuss, and then yeah, total of 5 questions. But anyway, let's get started. So let's start about part 3 here. Our first question is, why are public places important for a community?
Mm, yes. Um, for me, I think the public play is really important for in my life, also in our lives in my country. Though almost of people around my house and near my house, they always spend times in the early mornings and the evening when they come back home. Then they finish at the works at the companies and the workshops. They back home and spend time to doing exercise at this place. Also, they jogging and walking around the lake near my house. The atmosphere is really enthusiasms and people they really relaxing at this time. Also, they the atmosphere is more peaceful. People they really enjoy it, and I think that's the important locations in my countries because that is the location to have people they spend time and unit at this place. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, yes. So next one. Okay. Do you think cities should invest more in public spaces?
Yeah. To be honest, I think this is really enough in my country because in my country when I go to everywhere and every place in my country in my cities, I always see the public place and people they always spend time to at this place to doing exercise and drinking coffee or uh drinking the teas. in addition, public place have the shopping mall and the I think mm, the stadiums and a lot of things. So I think it's can have for my country is more beautiful and the everyone everyone from the uh a lot of country they come to my country they see this very development rapidly and the landscape is more wonderful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, thank you. And then next question, Peter. What kinds of public places are most useful for young people?
Mm, I think the place is more useful for people that is mm, the public the shopping mall this because um everyone they can come to this and buy everything. For example, is the clothes and the necklace and jewelries. Also mm, the device electric device and everything they want it and they mm, yes they want it. And I think it's the really diversities and the item is have many, so people when they uh need the something they can come to this and buy this more convenience. That's I think.
Mhm. Okay, yes, thank you. And next question here, Peter. How have public places changed in the past 20 years?
Yeah. In the past, to be honest, in the past, my country is really uh, don't have the public place. Also, the land is really narrow and claustrophobic. But nowadays, my country is really development and day by days and build a lot of the skyscraper and the coffee chains. Also the have the a lot of transport really economical and the have a lot of tree, so it really peaceful and the when and really convenient for people they want to buy something and doing something at this place. In addition, where I nowadays the government they build it for the purpose yes for their purpose they want to my country is really and they want to have people they really close this together and when they doing this something and someone they studying at school uh and spend much time at school they really tired and they come back home and they come to this they can relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. And the next one is last question. So, do you think technology has changed how people use public transport?
Sorry, can you speak again because
Okay, again, do you think technology has changed how people use public places?
yes yeah, with the modern society nowadays, the people they always use the technology such as the robotic and the a lot of modern technologies, and it really development day by day. And when they build something such as the houses and the shopping mall in their uh commercial centers for people. They come to this and they need to use the technologies. Uh, that is the support tool for them. They can use it to build and find the information to build this. And when they have a trouble or they don't know about something, they can find it and use it to have them when they get, yes, when they get issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, thank you, Peter. So, okay, now let's talk about the feedback, Peter, for this one. So, let me just um share first my screen. So, okay, I will have the questions. All are attached the questions on the screen now, Peter. Okay, so here are the questions that we just had, Peter. So as I have said earlier, I have like two subtopics for the part three questions. Okay, so the first part is talking about the public sorry, it talks about the public space, okay, and society. And then the second one is actually talking about changes in public places. Okay, so that covers our five questions earlier, Peter. Now let's talk about the feedback this time, Peter. Okay, so for the feedback, I will just describe your answers for each number. Okay, so I actually have noted them down. So I will just describe about what you could do or how could you improve this one, Peter. So number one, the way that you answered it, Peter, it seems like your approach is like running in circles. Okay, so it seems like you use some suitable vocabulary, Peter, and also like the idea is good. So here, Peter, how can you improve this one, Peter? Okay, so what should you do to make it better? Okay, so what you can actually put it this way, Peter, like first start with your direct answer, Peter. After giving your direct answer, then that's the time that you can add details to your answer. Okay, because earlier, like you mentioned, like here, why are public places important for community? You mentioned about like what people do there. They exercise, they go like running, and then you mentioned like every evening, a lot of people around your place, like they go to these public places and so on. So I think those are the details, Peter. But what I need to hear is about your direct response. And direct answer here, Peter, it could be like talking about, for example, for leisure and entertainment. Okay, because I know like when you go to some public places, the main reason that you go there is for people to have fun or to relax. Okay, so have fun and relax. So again here, Peter, please start with your direct answer before you get into the details. That's how you answer number one better. For number two, Peter, let me check my notes. Number two, okay, question here is, do you think cities should invest more money in public places? Okay, actually, Peter, number two is similar also because you focus here. Okay, so I'll note this one down. Focused on the results only. Okay. So you mentioned about the results here, Peter, about like, for example, like what you can see, like you mentioned about you can see like the public place, and then you can say like see people like drinking coffee and so on. here, Peter, you need to add reasons. Okay, so you need to add reason why the, let's say, like, why more money should be invested. Okay,
Oh,
because here, Peter, like, yes, you mentioned about like these public places and why they are important, Peter, but you need to also include like why is it necessary
yeah,
to for
and
people.
when I speak it and when I answer this, I think about this and but I follow this my fluent, so I forgot it.
Mm. Okay, yes. So yeah, so please, Peter, yeah, try not to forget about it because like this could actually affect the development and the content of your answer. So we need to work on this one. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. And then question number 3, what kinds of public places are most useful for young people? Okay, so here, Peter, I think you mentioned about shopping mall only, shopping mall or some stores only because the content that you have mentioned earlier, you mentioned about like some things that people or young people usually buy, like clothes, necklaces or jewelry. Then you mentioned about also about like electronic device. Those are actually good, Peter. But here, let's try to think deeper. Okay, so what are the other places that young people could visit? So you can actually say, Peter, about like cafe, because I know like especially young people like you, Peter, you probably have gone to cafe a lot to drink tea or maybe like chat with your friends, play cards in the coffee shop, something like that. So that's one
Uh,
thing. Yeah, you want to say
Yes,
something?
I know.
Uh-uh.
I am here to you. I am here from you.
Okay, okay, yes. So cafe, then we have, for example, Peter, another thing is library.
Uh,
Libraries are actually
yes,
also yeah, public place. So
yeah,
we can
yes,
also
I know.
talk about libraries too. Okay.
Yeah.
And then also we can say about public parks. Public parks also work because just like what you have said earlier, Peter, there are
Oh,
a lot of people who go exercising in the public parks. So going
yeah,
to public parks can also be a way for people to, let's say like let's say like um as part of the useful public places for the young people. So I think mainly these three things for public spaces and society. Now let's move on to the changes in the public places, Peter. So for the changes, okay, so you mentioned like how have the public places changed in the past 20 years? So okay, you mentioned about like not there isn't much high size skyscraper in your country like 20 years ago, and then now it has greatly developed. So I think like that's a good thing, Peter, for your response there. Okay,
yeah.
so here I'll just add an alternative, Peter. Okay, this is just an alternative. Okay, so in this case we can say like more places are, let's say, like have natural settings. Like, for example, there are many trees or bushes and something like that. But nowadays, you can also mention about, so this is in the past. So the past has natural settings. And then now, we can say a lot of indoor and outdoor public spaces. Because, like Peter, like, for example, same with what you have said earlier about like exercising. So in the parks, we people can use the park to exercise there. And at the same time, there are like indoor gyms. And again, indoor gyms can still be considered to be a public space because everybody can actually go to these places. Okay. And then yeah. So that's the indoor and the public spaces. But in the past, everything seems to be like more natural and approach. Okay, and then lastly, question number 5. What kinds of, sorry, do you think technology has changed how people use public places? Okay, so for this one here, Peter, you can actually talk about like something related to the frequency of people going out or going to public places.
Yeah.
Because like if we talk about technology, Peter, more or less people would rather stay in indoors, like stay inside their houses or stay inside their bedrooms just to use their phones, tablets or laptops. Like they are less likely to socialize anymore because they are more into let's say like just using their phones, and somehow people have become isolated. So that is, let's say, like a thing that we can come up here, Peter, when it comes to technology and public places. So it's safe to say then that people are less likely to go to the public places for this reason. Are we clear?
Yes, I'm clear.
Mm-mm. Okay, yes. So anyway, Peter, I think this will be our last activity for tonight since it's almost time already. So I'll just send you a copy of the notes here, Peter. And then for our class tomorrow, so again, we will have a 2 p.m. lesson tomorrow, Peter. So for our 2 p.m. lesson tomorrow, maybe I'll send you I'll send you a vocabulary topic in advance. So
Yeah.
please read, and yeah, just read through them and familiarize them. And then tomorrow, let's try to have a full test, Peter. So it's like our last practice for tomorrow. So we will have a full test. So we will not do the usual like part one, then feedback, part two, feedback, part three, feedback. We will have a full test. I will ask you all the questions. And then
Yeah.
after asking all the questions, then let's try to discuss about how much score could you possibly get based on your performance for tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, so we will do it like a simulation test for tomorrow. But I will give you a topic for vocabulary for tomorrow. Okay, so please review them so that it can help you to boost your vocabulary somehow. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
so that's all for tonight, Peter. I'll see you again in our class tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Mhm.